Alright, so we're going in. So I'll put this video on the FitBox News and Info page, as well as on YouTube, and I'll just have a click through link. You can go watch it again. So let's talk through a couple things on the challenge. Alright, first things first, you've just booked for class, Saturday morning, 1st of June, you need to log your score. Alright, so make sure, guys, you can always go back in history. So on your BoxChamp app, where you go book for classes, just change the date in the top left, go back to yesterday, put in yesterday's score. If you forgot to put in last Monday's score, go back to last Monday, look at the workout, I think I got about that. If you think I got about that, swipe to the right, make notes, scaled, use this, use that. I think my score was around about this. So when people go look at the leaderboard, they see, oh my goodness, look at this guy's score, it's amazing. And you look at his notes, oh, but he was guessing his score and it's not actually accurate. If you're guessing a score, just tick scaled, so automatically it's the worst possible score that you can give yourself. Alright. BoxChamp automatically selects scaled. So you need to go tick RX. You can only tick RX if you've RX'd every single part of that workout. Okay, so if you're doing a workout where there's wall balls, kettlebell swings, deadlift, and you scale any part of it, you can't tick RX. Okay, you must tick scaled, then swipe to the left, go to your notes and make a note. I scaled the deadlift to 40 kilograms instead of 60. Okay, makes sense? All right. So that's where you're going to be kind of marked on. You'll see under my reports here, this one here. So you'll see here, there's going to be your team name or your name, your classes booked, your workouts logged, no shows and late cancellations. So I can pick up a whole bunch of stuff. That I'm not going to really score you on, no shows and late cancellations. It might just have a little bit of a negative to your team because you meant to cancel in time. All right, if there's a good excuse, just WhatsApp me or just WhatsApp admin. All right, we'll make a note.
The scores that you put in, you don't have to put all of them, as long as you put one.
Guys, if you don't do something, yeah, so something might not have a score, or if you don't do one, I'm going to see that if you don't log one of the scores that day because it doesn't make sense, or you didn't do it, or you didn't add weight to your front squat, whatever it is. Yeah, so guys, if you see that there's a warm-up, if you see there's a place for a score, just put in something. Put in whatever makes sense. If it's a warm-up, just say two rounds RX, and then make notes. Because it might have something in your warm-up that's got to do with flexibility. You need to make notes of that. All right. You see, the more you make notes is like when you study. As soon as you write it down more than 10 times, you then know where you are with this thing. All right. The more you write it down, the more it's ingrained, the more you're going to push to make it better. Okay. So that's how we're going to score that. You'll see that there's a us versus them tab and a me versus me tab. So if you're green and you're on this tab, it's mean that you confirm with me and you want to go with that person and you're happy. The me versus me tab, those are the guys that have said to me, Garth, I'd rather do me versus me. So go, you've all got the sheet shared with you. Go over, look at it. It's going to become a little bit different as I go. I'm tidying it up and working with Fran so we can log your scores. Your scores will be based on weight before, weight after, and a total. Skeletal muscle mass before, skeletal muscle mass after, percentage body fat, visceral fat before and after, sessions logged, sessions booked, sessions logged. That's the crux of what the competition is going to be about, or the challenge is going to be about, and then a little bit more. All right, and I'll show you those things. This is where I'd just like you guys to get this on track, and this is going to be actually between kind of me and your team, or the group that we're going against. All right, so what's going to happen? Let's say, for instance, this is my post-training meal. All right, some biltong, some nuts, and a cold press shake. So what I've got going here, if I just break this down for you guys, carbohydrates. All right, this is fruit and a bunch of shit. All right, you can, where's the ingredients? Apple juice, passion fruit, orange juice, turmeric, ascorbic acid, good bunch of carbohydrates. And then I've got biltong and my nuts here. All right, this is maybe a little bit too little biltong, but I think Dana was probably chowing on it a little bit too before. This is about 20 grams of biltong. You need about 40 grams at least post-training. And there's a good couple of caches in here. This is probably the right amount. This is about 7 or 8 caches in here. That's about 3 blocks. Okay. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the zone because there's a bunch of videos about that before. All right. And I'll talk to you individually about the zone, what you need to eat, structuring, all those things. All right. So that's going to be individual conversation or watching one of my videos. But what you're going to do, there's that app that I've shared. Don't know Dona's password there. So there's this app that we shared. What you're going to do to just track this to make your life easy, you can either just write it down, all right, or you use this app that I've shared. It's got your breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. What I'm going to do, Dinner's already had breakfast, all right, that's why it says missed here, all right. Did you not have anything for breakfast? Nothing? Coffee, tea, coffee?
Yeah, I need the coffee.
Yeah, all right, so you can then take a picture of your coffee, all right. So that morning at 7 o'clock, picture of your coffee, all right. I'm going to do my snack now, so I click on the thing, I just go and I take a picture of it. All right, and then it says here my notes, so I can actually go make notes. All right. Post-training snack, or it's got the time there, 9:42 snack, and then I can actually then add or retake. All right. I can add pictures. So if you need to take 5 pictures because it's a big meal, all right, you can add pictures to that one thing. It'll just break it into a little collage. Then I say back, and then you'll see that the picture will actually then be loaded in your little blockies. So you'll see here, there's 6 blocks there. So I've missed my breakfast, and there's my snack. Okay, so this is very easy. Then you can just post this onto your guys' group chat, or just save it on your diary, and then close to the time, just send it. You can then, there's a little share button here. You can just share all of them with your group. And just be like, guys, look at my last week's eating. All right, I'm going to stay on those group chats that I started creating, the guys that are confirmed, as long as you guys want me on there. If you don't want me on there, it's actually better. So just be like, Garth, you can leave the group now. But I want to see the history of that chat then when you're done. I'll probably stay on those chats and I'll just silent them and I'll just let them gooi. I'm not going to read them until 3 weeks in. I'll go read through your guys 3 weeks, have a look at some stuff, maybe sit down. Okay. So let's talk about the challenge a little bit. So that's my snack. Let me just give it back to Durna so she gets her post-training in. Guys, that's a perfect post-training little thing. All right. It's got carbs, proteins, and fats. Perfect little thing. You can obviously just use a smoothie or a shake or something. All right. Let's talk about your weigh-ins now. So you guys have all weighed in. It's been saved onto our Google Drive. You should have it emailed to you from InBody. If the attachment didn't come through, let me know, because then I'll just share on Google Drive. I'll share your full portfolio from when you first weighed in till now. Some of you guys have 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 pages. You can go see where you were to where you are now. All right. I'm just going to go through. Let's just go through Pete quickly. I'll just use him as an example. All right. So here he's weighed in. He's weighed in 7 times in total. We can have a look at this one here. This is the latest one. He's got his percentage body fat at the bottom. He's gone down quite a lot. I think there was an error reading here last year November. So we're not really going to look at that one. But you can see he's gone from 9.4 up to about 11.4. We need to, Pete's a good athlete. He's been doing this for a while. He's never really been over 13% body fat. So he is healthy. But what I want to try to do here is Pete can drop maybe 1% body fat and maintain muscle mass. You can see his muscle mass went from 42 up to 45. Let's not count this one. And now he's just gone just a little bit down. You can work between 1 and 2 kilograms muscle mass. Okay, so if you lose a little bit or gain a little bit between 1 and 2 kilograms, it's not bad. All right, overall, depending on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to lose weight, you might drop a little bit of muscle mass. Okay, if you're trying to maintain, then obviously just try and maintain. Okay, that's his history. What I want to show you guys is that these 2 charts here, your lean analysis and your lean fat analysis. So this is your lean muscle, lean fat. What you can do is have a look at your 2 charts and then have a look at the percentage of that total body weight. So here, Pete has a lean muscle mass of 121.4%. Okay, these are percentages of your body. All right, then he's got 122.3% fat in his midline there. What you can then go do is just go down to his previous weigh-in. All right, so previous weigh-in. So he's 122 now in the midline. He was 95% in the middle. So you can see there's actually quite a big difference there. 122.95. He's almost 20% more than his October weigh-in last year. Okay, so it's quite a bit. So overall, he's only 1% different, or whatever it is. Okay, body fat. But in the midline, he's 20% different. So when we weigh you guys in the halfway marker, we can see then your overall percentage of that area of what you've dropped. A lot of the times people weigh in and they only see like a 2% overall drop. They're like, oh, but I need to lose 10% body fat. Chill, go look at your lean analysis here and look at your overall percentage drop. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so a lot of you guys are like, oh, but it's not enough to see a difference. These 2 little charts here show a big difference if you compare. Okay, print it out and compare them to and write the little figure of what the difference is every time you weigh in. All right, so that's going to be your weigh-ins. For instance, Pete and Gideon on a team. All right, so Pete's got pretty decent results. He also needs to make a difference. Gideon is his buddy, needs to make a little bit more of a difference there. He's gone up quite a bit of body fat percentage. So the reasons why I try to pay up is because then Peter can motivate Gideon to make sure that he drops his body fat. All right. It's quite tough when you do a me versus me challenge because you just have yourself to let down, and that's pretty easy. All right. All right. I don't mind letting myself down every now and then because it happens often. All right. But this way we can keep on track. So we're going to weigh in halfway. We're going to have another little group chat, see what you've been eating, post your pictures on your group, have a little chat, and see that you guys are on track. Okay, this is all about just making sure that at the box here, I start seeing you guys not arriving in class for whatever reason, sick, work, kids, there's a million reasons, all right? A couple of guys messaged me last night that I was like, hey, listen, where have you been a little bit? Oh, Garth, I've got a million excuses, but I just need to get back to the box. This way, by pairing you guys up, even though you don't want to be paired up, you paired up just to be like, hey, Chomi, I haven't seen you this week. Even if you're not in the same classes, even if you train morning, evening, go look if everybody booked that morning. Go look in the morning class, hey, like, Serge, why haven't you trained today? Oh shit, work, a million excuses, cool, but there's somebody asking you. Okay.
Sorry, Bob, one question. If you look at the muscle fat analysis where it says under, normal, over, do you want all of us to be in the over category, or is that person specific to person?
This is going to be very specific person to person, alright? You're going to find that on your lean analysis, you want this all to be over. You want to have more muscle mass. You want to be over on your muscle mass. So this skeletal muscle mass reading here, where Pete is way over, this is normal here where my finger is. Pete is at 45. He's nice and over. This is decent. Alright, this is where I want to see most of my guys. Okay, girls, you need to be probably about 1 bar over at least. Okay, so you see there's like little bars here. All right, I reckon that all girls should be about 1 bar over. Okay, if you're in the normal range of muscle mass, you need to pick up. All right, if you're in the normal range or under of body fat, then you're good. Okay, all right. Girls need to be between 14 and 22% body fat. Okay, guys need to be between 10 and 16. Okay. Girls, if you are quite lean and you're under 14, we just have a conversation of your diet and things like that, because fat plays a big role in your hormones and all those things. Okay, you need to just have a little bit more body fat. Okay, 25% is my cutoff. If you're over 25% body fat, in any way, if it's 25.1 or 25, you need to drop body fat. Okay, 25% is my cutoff, not 30. Okay, 30 is normally seen as like, oh, you're a little bit over now. 25. Okay, alright, it's quite easy to get there. Okay, let's talk about the last little bit. So it was your in-body analysis. I'm not going to go into the zone stuff, alright, or any nutrition, because that has already been done. You guys can just go watch the videos that's on my YouTube channel. Go watch that. I talk about the zone. I talk about what you should be doing. I think a lot of you guys know that to a degree. I'm going to be helping quite a bit with when and when to eat your meals or certain meals, or based on your weight loss or performance gain, or for rehab like with Sasha, you need to be getting certain foods in, all right? That's when those pictures are going to be quite crucial. You don't need to weigh a single thing. This isn't about making sure you're eating exactly 5 blocks at a meal or 16 blocks in a day, whatever it is. It is trying to get there and thereabouts, and just trying to start somewhere. For a lot of you guys, literally, that's why I really like that app. It's literally taking a picture at your meal and it collages it and it's all together. You can send it to me on WhatsApp. It's probably the easiest thing. You don't need to weigh, you don't need to measure. I can, off a picture, I can easily just zoom in on those things and go look at what Derna made, and I can go and quickly calculate over a conversation of WhatsApp, or even here at the box quickly, her daily eating and explain to her quickly. So it's the easiest way. Alright, so take a picture, try put it on a decent plate or in a bucket. Like she normally takes it in the ready meals that they're ordering now, in a bucket. I can see the portion sizing. If it's on a small plate, zoom out, like try and always use the same plate. So I've got an idea when you're telling me, God, have a look at my plate of food, that it's on the same thing. Okay, don't go put on this big plate and then it looks like a little bit all the other way around. A little plate and then it looks like a full plate and you're not actually getting enough. Alright, any questions quickly? Any questions? Alright, I think that's all that I wanted to... Oh, there's one more thing. So how the challenge works, and a couple of guys have been asking me, guys, this is not a compulsory challenge. It is a fun compulsory challenge that I'm trying to force you guys to do. Alright, please guys, if there's any issues, financial, time, you feel like you're getting to the box and you are here already and you feel like it's a waste of your time, I'll explain to you why I don't think it's a waste of anybody's time. Okay, so please chat to me directly. If you don't see your name on the Google Drive thing ready to rock and roll, just message me. God, shit, you told me I was meant to go with so and so, and we're not on there. Sort it out. All right. You weigh in already. All right. If you don't want to be on the challenge and you got like, listen here, bucks, time, whatever it is again. All right. That will be your freebie for the year. Remember, once a year you weigh in for free. All right. That's just to get you going to see what it is. That'll be your freebie for the year. So just call it quits then. But you're going to weigh in now and weigh in at the end. I want everybody to weigh in midway. That's your free weigh in to just see that you're on track. All right. Very often we do 6 to 8 weeks, and about halfway you've already lost the plot, and you're like, oh, it's too late to carry on. All right. Halfway we weigh in. So please be on it. Weigh in before class. When you're here, remind me that you haven't weighed in. I've got your list here, but if I'm in and out, this and that, it's as simple as get on the scale. Remember when we get on the scale, feet and heels in the back, grab the paddle, thumbs on, and make sure that you've got good skin contact with your feet and your thumbs and your hands. Okay, wait until it says end. It's pretty straightforward. Socks and shoes off, it has to be on skin. Okay, often I come in there like, dude, you got your socks on. Like, you need to, okay. So make sure that's that. Then, of the $400 that you guys are putting through, you are going to get a $100 voucher to use at My Supplements Online. Alright, this is because I want you guys to understand that most of you guys need to fix at least one thing using, and I'm not saying supplements, but a meal replacement or something like that. This is where you can go get a vegan protein for $200 or a BCA or cacao powder, or they've got a million things in this store, right, that you can use to fix something. Okay, so this way that I get you guys to actually try BCAs or glutamine or a vegan protein to put with your shake after you train, or a gorilla vegan protein to put with your shake after you train. Alright, Tri-C Carbs is good. Ben's done that video before as well in the last challenge. Ben did that 10-minute video or 20-minute video where he explains how good carbs are. Okay, so go watch my zone video, go watch Ben's video, watch this video, and then with that, get onto this challenge with your buddy and start asking me questions. I'll send you guys the link for the My Supplements Online. You create your profile with your email that you use at the box, and then you just do an order. You put in a me versus me code. It just says me versus me. So where you check out, you type in me versus me, and you get $100 off your order. Alright, you can order whatever you want. Okay, so I know a lot of guys like Pete has supplements, so he's not going to go order this, and this maybe now, but he can save it then for 3 weeks time when the stuff runs out. Alright, come and talk to me about like GABA, come and talk to me about branched chain amino acids, come talk to me about glutamine and protein and whey protein and beef protein. Okay, alright. There's some cool GABA on there as well, Pete. There's some NPL GABA that they've got. I wanted to actually show you that. Okay. Alright, any questions? Anything? Anything? Alright.